Hi Cancer, welcome to your monthly reading for March 2026. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general collective message, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please don't ever try to force a reading you see on the internet to fit your personal life situations. If it's not resonating, probably a message for another Cancer out there. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, spiritual team, Legendary Ladies Goddess deck, what messages do you have for the Cancer collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Cancer collective for March 2026? What do we have? Okay, we did have one card that jumped out of the deck, and that was Eos, and it says light at the bottom. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Yemoja, and it says release. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read from the guidebook for these two cards, just because I don't have them memorized. Okay, and I want to make sure that I'm getting you guys all the messages that you guys need to hear. All right, so we have Eos. You may be feeling lost or aimless lately, and winged goddess of light Eos is here to show you the way with her torch. Like Eos ushering in the dawn, a light will appear soon to show you the way out of your situation or clarify how you've been feeling and why. Follow those intuitive pings. Okay, let's take a look at Yemoja. All right, we have Yemoja. Surrender your weary thoughts to Yemoja, and she will carry them away for you. Connect with the loving spirit. She is washing over you right now, and feel nurtured when you release what isn't working for you. Okay, so I'm sensing some potential frustration or just some like heavier energy that you guys have been experiencing. Okay, so there could be a lot of fear, there could be a lot of uncertainty about where you're heading in life, your direction, or some of you guys may even just have been going through a little bit of like a depressive period, or there just could have been some heavier things on your mind in the month of February. And I feel like things are going to start to lighten up. You guys are going to start to see, realizations or hope, or see a path kind of lit up so you guys can start moving and heading in the right direction. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what messages come up for you guys. Spiritual team, Erotic Fantasy Tarot, what messages do you have for the Cancer collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Cancer collective for March 2026? And yes, Cancers, you did hear me correctly. I said erotic fantasy, which means the art in this tarot deck is a little spicy, which means I'm not going to be able to show you every single card, which means I'm going to have to remind myself that I can't show you every single card because I don't want to be flagged on YouTube. All right, so if you see me pause a little bit or look like I'm, going through the dial-up sound in my head, it's because I'm like, oh, I can't show this. Shoot. All right, let's see what you guys got. From the top of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. Love to see it. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Star card in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Interesting. All right, so you guys have been making big plans or kind of envisioning where it is that you want to go. Okay, some of you guys may be, though, trying to figure out which path to take when it comes to pursuing a certain goal. Okay, a lot of you guys I see also have been like maybe a little bit more reserved, not quite as social as you normally would be with the Three of Cups in reverse. So some of you guys may have really been pouring your time and your energy into focusing on your personal goals and achievements, right? What else? What else? The Knight of Cups next to the Ten of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse. It feels like either you've been waiting for some sort of relief. I feel like I can show you these cards. So the Knight of Cups, excuse me, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. It feels like you guys have been waiting for some sort of relief to come your way. whether this is like a job offer or I don't know, some sort of like advice or break from what you've been experiencing, this confusion, this uncertainty. But it feels like for a lot of you guys, it never came. Can I show this? I can show this, yeah. 3 of Wands in reverse. It feels like what you've been waiting for has not come. Or you've been just waiting and waiting and waiting and it hasn't shown up yet, right? So I think there could be definitely some frustrations that come along with that. Now, that's the energy coming from February into March, okay? What's happening in March? What am I seeing? I feel like you guys, with this 6 of Wands that I can't show you. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the 6 of Wands, I'm just going to describe the art to you. The 6 of Wands, this lady is topless, but I also noticed she's got some jewelry on one of her breasts. Very interesting. Okay. Anyways, so the 6 of Wands next to the 5 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is you taking charge, taking ownership of the chaos that maybe you've been experiencing, whether that's internally or externally, right? It feels like you are taking this month to rise above the competition, the internal chaos that maybe you've experiencing, like I said, or the people that are naysayers. Okay, so for those of you, maybe you are someone that is on social media. Okay, so you are approaching your content, whatever it is that you do, in a way that is going to set you apart. You're like, I'm not struggling. I think I can show this one to you. This girl's booty is out, but it looks like she's got some underwear covering the crack, okay? It feels like you guys are doing whatever it is that you do in a way that is like, I didn't come here to play with you hoes. Like, I'm not you, I'm different, and in a way that actually shows that you're different. So while people are fighting over scraps or fighting over X, Y, and Z, you're riding on past that hot mess, that dumpster fire, and you're like, I'm not getting involved. I'm gonna do this over here. I'm gonna do something a little different, okay? And I feel like that is where you find the success. I feel like that is where you find the, you know, in a way, a bit of a level up, if you will, okay? We have the 7 of Pentacles here. It feels like you guys are slowly building something. You guys are slowly building something. And it almost feels like people are so caught up with what they're doing that they don't even notice. They don't even notice. We have the King of Wands in reverse right next to the 5 of Wands in reverse. It's like you have all these bigger creators, or you have all of these bigger names, or, you know, people that have been in this game longer than you, that are maybe a little jaded, or maybe have lost the plot a little bit, and you're just cruising on past them. And it's not like you're doing this, I mean, some of you guys could be doing this like under the radar a little bit, but I don't necessarily get that. The 6 of Wands is not a subtle energy. This is Leo energy. Leo is bold in your face. It's very much like peacock energy. Like, here I am in all my glory. You're not necessarily hiding what you're doing. You're just doing it in a way that people don't necessarily understand or comprehend. And they're like, eventually they could start to pick up on what you're doing, and they're like, oh, Cancer's got some pentacles over there. How did they do that? How did Cancer do that? Wait a minute. And you know what? You know what's funny? It's not oh, I don't think I can show this. I cannot show that. This is the Star card in the reverse, okay? And these people look like they are just chilling in the fields in their natural birthday suits, okay? And this woman's chest area is full display, so I can't show you this. But when I have the Star card in reverse, This talks to me about, it talks to me about a number of things, but in this context, in your reading, this tells me it's not about the recognition, it's not about the fame. For a lot of you, this is the community that you're building. This is a foundation that you're building that's gonna make you last. So if you're a content creator, it's not just about going viral. It's not about having that one-hit wonder. It's not about having, the instant recognition or fame or huge influx of followers. Maybe you're building those followers brick by brick every day. But those are the followers that are gonna ride with you, that are gonna stick with you, okay? That's the true success. And not only that, if you're building a business, you don't want your foundation to be built on wands. It's like the Three Little Pigs, right? The brothers, the pigs that built their house on sticks and straw, okay, tends to fall apart. That's instant gratification. The Pentacles, that's the house that's built on bricks. That's what you want. You want that long-term stability. That's not going anywhere. You're building an actual business. You're building something that's sustainable, that's gonna keep you secure when, the virality dips. Because let's be honest, I feel like a lot of content creators talk about this. Yeah, you can have a big viral moment, but you can also see a dip in your views, in your engagement. What do you do to reinvent yourself? Are you constantly chasing viral moments, or are you building something sustainable for a community of people that are gonna be there to support you long term? Okay, not just a flash in the pan. We don't want 15 minutes of fame. We want long-term success. And I feel like that's what you guys are building here in the month of March. All right. Ooh, I love it. Okay, let's close out your reading with one final deck to get you some final messages, okay? Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Cancer Collective for March 2026? What final messages do you have for the Cancer Collective for March 2026? What do we have? Aquamarine, go with the flow. Be flexible, okay? Absolutely. Learning when to pivot, learning what works for you, what doesn't, okay? What else? We have Tiger's Eye, overcome your fears, which I feel like a lot of you guys may have been facing previously coming into the month of March, but I feel like the Six of Wands is you saying no more. We're not waiting on people to come save us. I'm gonna be the hero of my own story. All right, and then finally at the bottom of the deck, we have Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. Okay, so there could be, like I said, some fears, there could be some, disappointments, there could be some self-doubt even related to whatever it is that you've been pursuing. But this is the opportunity to work through that and start to, again, see the light at the end of the tunnel and start to see like there is a way through this. There is a way to achieve what it is that I want to achieve. And I'm gonna stay the course and build it exactly the way that I feel is the right direction. A little bit of clarity there. All right, Cancers, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Cancer if you feel like they might need to hear this message. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. You can find my handles below in the description box, and you can also send me a DM on those two platforms if you want to schedule a personal reading with me, at least until my website is up and running. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Hope to see you guys in the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.